welcome back to the DSA with DAX series. Today is day 16 of our DSA series, and today we're gonna solve question number 771. It's basically jewels and stones. Okay, and this is the series where you can master DSA starting from the beginner to the advanced level. Okay, and yesterday we solved question number 1108. It's basically defining an IP address. Okay, we see in the multiple approaches for this question. Okay, and it's basically three approach we can see. There is simple for loop and if else condition. After that we see in one condition with like split and join, and at the end we see replace. Okay, so okay, the like today's question is the similar. Also this question is depends upon string like yesterday's question. So okay, and what I'm trying to saying is, startingly we are discuss these questions, okay? Then we discuss the approaches, okay? What two approaches are there for this question, and then we move to the code part, okay? These approaches are new, okay? So you can improve your thinking, okay? And I think this may better helps you for better understanding. Okay? So now let's get started, okay? So firstly, I'll explain the question line by line. You are given string of jewels. Okay, like you are given a string of jewels representing the types of stones that are jewels. Okay, it's basically type of stones. Okay, like multiple type of stones like red stone, blue stones, and like green stone. Okay, so these three are jewels. Okay, type of stones, and number of stones, like number of type of stones is basically in stones, and stones are representing the stones you have. Okay, each stone. Okay, stone. Don't, this question is don't depend upon integer. It depends upon string. So you have to like read questions carefully. Jewels is a type of stones, and stones representing the stones you have. Okay, like in this part they haven't mentioned like your stones. Like what I'm trying to saying is each and every jewels category like stones type is the each and every type of stones are in their stones. Okay, you have some of kind or not, so you have to careful about that. Each character in stones is a type of stone you have. Okay, in each and every like stone character. Okay, stone strings has multiple character. Each and every character represent you have which stone you have. You want to know how many of the stones you have are also jewels. Okay, it's basically try to saying is if the type of jewels is given as small a, and in stones you have small a, okay, and like three times smaller you have to return three, okay, because you have three stones, and later are case sensitive, so a is considered a different type of a. So this is case sensitive, so small and capital are both are count as a different. So let me show you example one so you can clear more about the question. So jewels A, okay, capital A and small a, and stones as small a, okay, double capital A, and like four times of B. Okay, so we have to return how many we have stones, which is in jewels. So we have A and this time of double A. So we have total three stones. Okay, so we have to return three. Okay, we have to return stones, not types of jewels. So we return three. Here the small z is there, but there is no small z, so we return zero. Like if there is a string which contains like A, like all capital A, B, C, and in the stones that part should be twice of A, twice of B, twice of C. So we have to return is six. Okay, I hope you got clear questions and this example. Now we move to the like approaches part. What approaches are there for this question? Okay, so for this question, okay, we have like I have two approaches in my mind. Okay, first approach is you know that we use for loop and if else condition. Okay, like we check for iterate for whole like stones dot length and use includes for like strict validation, like case sensitive for, and we can use this approach like simple approach, okay? But it's like time complexity is become like slightly higher, and another approach is we can use set. Okay, like set is like this set. Okay, we learned this part in other questions. Okay, set with multi-set. Okay, like list. When we start learning list, linked list, okay, doubly linked list, and at that time we can learn this topic. Okay, because currently we don't have like the major part of this, so we are focusing on basic beginner level. So today now we're gonna solve this question by only one approach: for loop and if else condition. Okay, those approaches better for you. So firstly, I'll start with storing and like declaring one count variable. Okay, because we have to return only number. Then for loop. Okay, I is equal to 0. I is less than stones dot length. Okay, and I plus plus. Okay, so now we have this condition. We use one if condition. Like we have to compare between things. So if jewels, okay, jewels dot I include. Okay, this is one more thing. This is an inbuilt function. Okay, it's used to like taking phone like case sensitive things. Okay, so stones. Okay, of I. Now like if jewels dot include stones dot I. So at this condition count plus plus. Okay, you get it. What I am doing here, and then we use return count, and now it's completed. Okay, so I'll run the code. Okay, okay, okay. Some spelling there. Okay, okay, okay. Now it looks perfect. So you can clearly see that these are accepted. Now I'll submit for further lead code test cases. Like in these questions, beginner level questions, they have like very some of test cases. Okay, this question has 255 test cases. Okay, this is the highest we solved in the question. Okay, and this number are gradually increasing. Okay, up to 800, 900, and 1000. So now we discuss about time and space complexity for this code. So for this code, okay, time complexity becomes order of n into m. Okay, so your first question is seen with time complexity order of n into m. Why? So because you are moving to the stones dot length. Okay, so stones dot length. What is stones dot length? Okay, okay, you don't do it. We're taking as a n. Okay, n stones dot length is n. But we using also jewels. Okay, we are moving in jewels also, so this becomes n and we want both values, so it becomes order of m into n, but we do not taking an entirely loop. Okay, for it, if we taking, okay, it's also same. Yeah, it will n square or like that. Okay, this is also same of that. And space complexity is order of 1. Okay, we cannot taking an entire array equal to like an n or m length. So space complexity is 1. In worst cases, space complexity is order of 1 and complexity is order of n into m. Okay, because we have two different lengths, so order of n into m. So I hope you got clear about everything to these questions. Okay, if you find any doubt, just ask me in comment. Okay, I'll solve your doubts. And the thing is, you have to try. Okay, this approach by yourself. Okay, and if you find any other approach, okay, you can try it by yourself. So your logic you implement day by day is going good enough. Okay, so now we move to the tomorrow's questions, basic needs. What will which question? Okay, so tomorrow we're gonna solve question number 1622. Gold parasol like inter. Okay, with this question you can see that. So basically, its question is depends upon string. Okay, and this question helps you too much. Okay, in logic building of strings. So you have to try this question. It's basically you open a gold person. Okay, that can interpret a string command. The command consists of an alphabet of G. Okay, and this sign, okay, like parenthesis, and plus over el. In some order, the code parser will interpret G as the string G, and it's become what I'm trying to say is the string O as the string AL, the interpret string are the connected in the original order. Okay, so you basically given as a string, okay, like G parenthesis and inside parenthesis AL. So output has to be like GOL, the code parser interpret the command as follows. G becomes G, okay, those parentheses becomes O, and inside this parenthesis becomes L. The final outcome has to be goal. In another cases, if there is multiple parentheses, you have to replace with O, like at that much time which has, okay, you can clearly see that they given us that kind of example. So if there are multiple parentheses, so you have to use multiple O. Okay, you can see this also. So this question is simple, but the condition which you are using, that's very important for this. Okay, you have to be careful for this part. Okay, and basically they are given to one listen. Okay, you have to read this, and I hope you can solve this question. Okay, and if you can solve this question, just post it on LinkedIn and Twitter. And if you have not solved this question, okay, don't be panic. We're gonna solve this question tomorrow. Okay, and tomorrow you can come out 9 p.m. and just seek logic and the approach for code and try to do by yourself. And if you can do like after seeing logic and approach, okay, so you are on track, you can complete DSA, okay. And if you not, so okay, be like try to do it by yourself, okay, improve yourself to understand logic, how the things used in build functions, where to use for loops, okay, if as condition how we can use. So this will you need to by yourself, okay. Whenever in interview someone asks you like questions to do, you have to think by yourself, like logic and approach building you have to do by yourself. So you have to prepare for that. Okay, thanks for watching the video, and if you have not yet started DSA with the series, okay, link in I button, you can start now to master DSA. Okay, this is the perfect time for master DSA. Okay, so meet on tomorrow's video. Okay, thanks.